Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, guys, hanging out with Mega Good Vibes, my little psychic here. And we are on to do messages from the Divine Masculines. I'm just going to dive right into these messages. Universe, you can see who is watching for the readings. Please help to provide clarity on the journey. What's the overall energy? Ooh, that just wanted to jump out at me. Okay, what's going on with the masculines here? We have release, we have surrender and purge. I think that's pretty obvious. And then we also have celebration, gifts, and abundance, okay? And I feel that this is, it's like a positive energy for the masculines to move forward. I've been getting a lot of that, okay? Many of you will be seeing 1111 a lot, 111. A lot of your masculines are awakening to the journey, and I feel like ever since making a particular move, and I'm going to say it has a lot to do with physically distancing themselves away from a particular karmic situation, I feel like they can breathe again, okay? Something about them getting their luck back is what's going on here, okay? And it has a lot to do with the masculines finally getting into this state of releasing, surrendering, and purging, okay? And there's that, like, you know, kind of like an influx of water I was talking about. In a previous reading, I kept talking about many of your masculines wanting to come through, like energetically, like if a lot of you are seeing things like tsunamis, or you have a thing about the ocean or waves, that's going to be coming up more often for you to confirm that a lot of your masculines are purging, okay? Normally with release, surrender, and purge, I'm also going to say that silence is also a big thing. So a lot of your masculines are really laying low. So let's find out, what are they doing as they lay low? All right. Okay, we have deception and temptation, higher self activation, and then we also have guilt and sabotage. I feel what's coming up with this message is their higher self has been activated, and one of the things that they're reflecting on right now is some of the things that they've been deceived by or tempted by, or it could be that they're seeing themselves as purging this type of energy, very deceptive, very tempted by superficial, artificial, anything that has to do with like money, like the material, plastic world. They're starting to see that it's all been some type of illusion here, okay? Because we have guilt and sabotage coming along with it, okay? And I feel like a lot of regret and remorse for some of the things that they've taken part in, okay? And this is coming up because they're purging, okay? So because we have deception and temptation coming up with sabotage and guilt, it's like they feel guilty for, I feel like, deceiving themselves, or this could be a divine masculine who knows that their higher self has been trying to guide them, but they never paid attention to that voice, or they never followed through with that voice. They always gave in to temptation. Okay, they always gave into that voice that said go in the other direction, even though they know that they clearly shouldn't have. Okay, and the sabotage comes from a lot of your masculines feeling like the karmic situations that they ended up getting themselves into, and I'm seeing like someone stuck, like their feet stuck in mud, and it's like you can't move, okay? Or you really have to, like, you know, with quicksand, you can't panic. You really have to take your time and get out. I feel like that's what your masculines are having this breakthrough about, is that the purging is a slow process. They have to slowly get themselves out of a lot of the karmic stuff that they've gotten themselves into. And I'm also hearing too, for many of you, if the energy has felt very rocky, okay, if a lot of you have felt just like spiritual attacks, maybe some of the karmics are trying to reach out to you guys, just know that it really has taken a lot of your masculines a long time to get themselves out of this sticky situation that they're in. And part of many of the energetic attacks, like karmics may be trying to reach out to you guys through fake profiles and things like that, it's because there's a lot of truth that's coming out, okay? And many of you are heavily envied at this time, okay? But you're also very, very protected. But that's what I'm getting, is like someone who really got themselves into a sticky situation with someone or a place or a job or just some type of situation that it wasn't as easy as just running away or going cold turkey. They had to face this particular situation, this particular person. They really had to face this. But how are they doing now? Okay, so we have Venus and we have offer, along with reflection and projections. Okay, so it tells me that they're moving past it. Many of you could be getting communication coming through, but your masculine has to move through this energy first. The good thing is that they're in the process of moving through the energy, right? Because I feel like in the past, many of them, they just continue to return back to karmic situations, experience the same lesson with the karmic in a different place, in a different time. And then they would kind of get recycled and thrown back out again into that situation. But distance, like I'm hearing the word distance, has a lot to do with helping this masculine get into this release and purge. And I think this card came up in yesterday's reading, but like the heaviness is from someone who just wants to be on their own. Okay, and a lot of you are getting attacks from the karmic as well, because a lot of your masculines are shutting these karmics off. They're disappearing, and I feel like these karmics need some kind of release as well. Did release come up in this reading? The word release is right there. I feel like a lot of the karmics also need a sense of release from a lot of this envy that they feel. Like they never thought that this world of them and the masculine would come crashing down, but it has, and they need a target. And I feel like they see a lot of you who are listening to this reading, if you're in the feminine energy, they see you as the target because they feel like you came in and took this, because they don't recognize their masculines right now. I feel like a lot of your masculines don't even recognize themselves, but they don't recognize this divine masculine. It's because their higher self is being activated, so they're speaking up more. Because abundance, gifts, and celebration is coming through, a lot of your masculines as well are getting stronger at going through those moments where okay, I can't explain it, but it's like they need time to purge, and they need to do it in solitude. And many of your masculines have had karmic encounters or situations that have not allowed them to go through the full process of purging. Okay, it's these karmics will pop up. If the masculine decides to distance themselves, the karmic's on the next plane to get to wherever your masculines are at. I feel like a lot of your masculines needed to... The image I'm getting is like when a timer needs to happen and you need to do something in order, in those movies where there's always someone trying to get into a computer and you only have this much time, and then there's people trying to block off the door, and you just need that time to get the healing process completed. Well, that's the image I'm getting for a lot of your divine masculines, where I feel like the universe also helped them to orchestrate moves where they did have that time. It's like the karmic might have been banging on the door to try to get in there to reel them back in again, but the universe has protected them in this bubble of no, you're not going to enter their space. That timer needs to complete in some way. Okay, and I feel like this offer, and Venus is this beautiful energy of just beauty and love, and I feel like it's depicted in the perfect rose here, or the perfect flower. But what I'm getting through that is the offer will come once the healing is complete, and I feel like it's going to be this new energy of a fresh start for those of you who are meant to be aligned with this particular masculine, but it's after they do their healing work. Because I feel like after the shadow work is complete, their vibration is not way down anymore. Okay, because a lot of you guys share this beautiful light with your masculines, and the more the karmic tries to stifle this light, it's like you two don't recognize each other, or you might find that passion is kind of dying out. It's like literally smothering a flame. The karmics are here to smother the flame, that light within the masculine, and when the karmic situations do that, not even you can recognize your masculines. It's like if the flame is not there, many of you are like, oh, where's the signal? But now that I feel like a lot of your masculines have distanced themselves from the karmic, they're allowing this flame to shine bright, their luck is coming back. Like I said, they're starting to feel like themselves again. Okay, they're starting to feel like they can celebrate again. All of a sudden, opportunities are coming through. Things are just working out. And I feel like the last thing that this masculine wants to work out is this offer that they have towards the divine feminine, okay? Reflection and projection, I feel, is, you know, for many of you to because your masculines are wanting to make this offer, just be on the lookout for, you know, certain things trying to come towards you, okay? Especially fake profiles trying to message you. Don't answer back those messages, guys. Another message I've been getting to for some of you with karmics trying to reach out is that, like, they're getting it good. Like, a lot of you are not holding back. A lot of you maybe have held back, but now I feel like your guides, they're kind of stepping in, and what I'm getting is, like, a lot of these karmics think that they can project onto you, and you're breaking this mirror that they're holding up to you, okay? And what I'm getting is, like, you know, like a machine gun kind of just going off. Like, a lot of you might have, like, you might be calling these karmics out, even though they might be following you guys from fake profiles. You guys might be calling them out by their names, okay? And it's creating a lot of, like, shock to this, like a shock to the system. I feel like a lot of you who are listening, your intuition is really strong right now. It's on point, and you have a lot of people nervous. Okay, people are going to try to come at you, and you're going to have a lot of people nervous and really tippy-toeing backwards when it comes to you. I feel like this year is a really important time of many people seeing just how like protected you are, and how much, again, like, your insight or your foresight is on point. So look out for reflections and people kind of projecting their stuff onto you. For some of you, I would say just, you know, don't even bother. But I also feel there's a really big majority of you who, you guys are going to be firing back. And I think that's why I'm getting this machine gun, is like, you guys are going to be firing back. Karmics are going to try to come for you guys, and you guys are going to be hurting people's feelings. But it's coming from this place of your guides giving you full permission to to throw down. I don't know why I'm getting that, but your guides are giving you full permission. Your guides may even step in on your behalf because you have, you know, always, I don't know, like, I'm getting someone who always tries to, like, turn the other cheek. You always try to take the high road, or you always try to just leave things alone. I just feel like, particularly with the energy going on with a lot of your masculines, and the fact that they're really just walking away from these situations, and this walking away only happened after they met you. I don't care how many years or, you know, whatever, like months or years it took. Somebody has their eye on you as the target of this masculine standing up for themselves and walking away. But they don't have the courage to come to you, like, face to face as themselves. So many of them are going to try to hide behind disguises. But because a lot of you, your intuition is really strong right now, you guys are going to be seeing and feeling the energy of people trying to watch you behind it, like a mask. Like, it's almost like they think they can hide behind the mask, but you can see and you can feel. And you guys are going to have a lot of people shocked. But I'm also hearing too, like, your guides are going to be stepping in to, like, fire off. Okay, so be mindful of that and pay attention to that stuff. Let's go ahead and close off this message by getting I want to say a message from the Romance Angel Oracle deck here, because with the offer coming through, I just want to clear that up. I can't help but stare at the picture of the rose, and I keep being, like, nudged towards this deck. Okay, so what's the outcome in terms of... Okay, that's way too many. Okay, what is the outcome of this offer? Why does the masculine want to make the offer to the divine feminine? Okay, so we have true love. Okay, so they feel that true love. And I have been talking a lot about a lot of your masculines kind of just waking up from, like, it's almost like being under a spell. But they recognize you as their true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And every time I see this as the romance of a lifetime, I always hear this follow-up message of, like, I'm not going to let it get away from me. Okay, and for some of your masculines, I'm hearing I'm not going to let it get away from me this time. So a lot of you could have been doing this for many lifetimes, okay? Like, if the past life relationship card is showing up in readings or this particular deck, it's a confirmation, and I think it has shown up this week. But yeah, like, I'm not going to let it get away from me this time, okay? And I'm going to do one more message here from the Law of Attraction Tarot to find out what kind of actions your masculines are taking toward their true love. What are they doing right now? What are they up to? What kind of actions are they taking? That one just flicked right on the ground, and we do have a couple of cards coming up. We have... I want to say this is the Magician. And I want to say that this is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles and the Magician card paired together, I think, is a really beautiful combination. Because, like, I'm hearing that your masculine means business. They're gaining back their confidence, okay? I feel like a lot of them are gaining back their confidence. They're knowing who they are because they've been released from some kind of spell. Like, I'm really, really hearing it, okay? But they're more focused now. They're more focused on working towards a stability, okay? Because the King of Pentacles is all about being reliable. It really reminds me a lot of like Emperor energy as well, but I love me a King of Pentacles because it's someone that is trustworthy, like they're responsible. They, you know, and abundance did come out here as well, with gifts and abundance. So a lot of your masculines here are taking action toward themselves first. Like, because they're feeling this true love with you, I'm hearing they mean business. So a lot of them mean business by like, before I make any kind of offer towards you here, Divine Feminine, I need to do what's right. And for a lot of them, it's regaining their stability. I feel like they've stepped away from a karmic who is pissed that this divine masculine is not going to be funding their lifestyle anymore, you know? And it doesn't have to be a partner. Like, if this is a job, I feel like it's a job that's really held a lot of your masculine stuck in place because your masculine has been like, you know, the money maker of that company for a really long time. And it's like, I feel like a lot of your masculines are like, I need to venture off and start my own business. A lot of them are working up the courage to do that. It could be that a lot of them are working up the courage to leave behind, you know, certain locations, relationships, contracts, living arrangements, whatever they've been in and it's made them feel really held back. They're walking away, but it's taken a toll on their stability in a sense, their grounding, their footing, where they're living, what their savings look like, you know, what goals do they have, where do they want to be, what kind of house do they want to live in, what kind of business endeavors do they now want to take part in. That's where a lot of your masculines are, I really feel, trying to put their focus on. And it's a good time because I feel like a lot of their luck is returning, okay? And you have a lot to do with this feeling of this luck, Divine Feminine. It's like every time they choose to follow that path to wherever you're at, all of their luck and their life, I'm hearing lifeline, or their lifeline, it starts beeping again, or it starts flowing again, it starts coming back. Okay, guys, that's what I have for you for this short message. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take it easy, and I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye, guys.